In this lecture, we're going to be talking about how to deal with your personality. We're going to be talking about the fundamental basis of personality disorder for you to be able to overcome it. Now, we are going to dive deeper into your personality when we talk about neuroplasticity, because oftentimes our personality is the combination of all the rewiring processes we went through throughout our lives. It can be linked to genetics, but oftentimes the biggest part of our personality is based on influence, learning, conditioning, and perception. And one of the ways you can overcome it effectively is by the use of neuroplasticity, which we are going to talk about further. So there are some basic things, however, that you can use, some coping mechanisms to overcome any kind of personality disorder that you're trying to overcome or that you're facing and struggling with. Again, personality disorders can get to a borderline where they affect you in such a harmful, negative way that those things cannot help you effectively and you need to seek a professional's help. However, 4 things you can use on a daily basis that can help you a lot. First, opposition. Act as if you're the complete opposite of your current personality. Whatever personality traits you're experiencing, whatever personality basic traits you live up to and you experience on a daily basis, you need to force yourself into acting and thinking about the complete opposite. This will lead you to rewire your brain, as we're going to talk about later in the neuroplasticity process. Use musical therapy. We're also going to talk about this more in detail in the neuroplasticity section. But basically, if your personality is putting you down and you listen to a lot of negative music, anything negative that you can experience on an auditory level can have an influence on your personality. People who listen to death metal, to heavy metal all the time, they experience this personality where they are more agitated and more angry usually. People who listen to classical music, Bach and Beethoven, oftentimes feel a lot more calm and a lot more peaceful. Again, this is not something that always happens. There are a lot of different factors that kind of combines into that. But generally speaking, out of pure logic, just think about it. When you consistently listen to something that's peaceful and calming, eventually you will feel calm. When you always listen to something that's so heavy and stressful and overrated, you will start to experience those things as well, and over time, this will begin to change and affect your personality. And lastly, breathe. Relax for a second and don't turn this disorder into a stressing factor, because the more you stress about your personality, the more you will reinforce it. Dwelling upon it and thinking about this personality trait in a negative way will not make it disappear, but accepting it and acting opposing to it to rewire your brain is what actually helps you to change anything you're trying to change.